Alright, what's up with y'all, man? It's OT here, man. Coming with a video. As you can see, I'm on my phone. And I want to talk about matchmaking. As you can see, um, this is what they deem matchmaking is about. I'm here to tell you why I feel like um, what's wrong with matchmaking. Um, as you can see, I'll let y'all check this out. Let's see. This is off Google, and you know, they kind of summarize it with AI, get a little different sources, um, stuff like that. Um, but you got people like, I give one guy, uh, Brad Goodman. He's very known with Top Rank. Um, he has videos talk about matchmaking, stuff like that. Um, but yeah, man. So my whole thing with matchmaking is is the fact that people are like I'm show you a Javante Davis. We know Javante Davis. Actually, let's get to the nitty gritty of this shit. Uh, so as you can see, Javante Davis got 30 fights, 28 knockouts, 93% ratio, one draw. Well, look, if you look at all his early fights, you see they were fights he just was supposed to win, get him out of there, gone type of fights, right? Um, and then you see later road, he started to have fights where it was like tougher fights. Um, and I mean, like I said, he only has two fighters with the distance, but just you can see like his most recent fight, he fought a guy in Lamar Roach who was a 130 pounder. You know, the highest he fought at was at 137, not exactly 140, but in the range of the 140-pound division. Um, and he's not too bad as far as his record wise. Uh, he got two draws, but yeah, man, he gave Tank his hardest fight. And if you look at his resume record, you would think that. And the problem is with this is, like I just showed, is Tank wasn't matched up. I feel like I will personally say, if I was to matchmake a fighter, is you matchmake them hard early on so they can go through what they need to go through. So when they do fight later on in these fights, they don't have a draw with a guy. You know, no disrespect to Mario was a very good fighter. Like that fight he made, I became a. I ain't gonna say I just respect him as a fighter. I don't really like to say I'm a fan. I'm a supporter of the sport, but he made me a definitely viewer. I will be tuning into Roach's fights. But what I'm saying is, you see how he had a draw with a dude who basically, you would say on paper, dude, like I said, you look, um, he has a draw, lost UD. It'd be like, well, you know, like, uh, he's a one division champion. Take what is it? Really a two division. If you want to count, which I don't count the regular belts, maybe he's a three. But honestly, he's really only a two. The regular belts, I do not really count those. But you just look like he don't have the much as the Coppage bitch. yes, he has the experience as far as the amateurs and stuff, but as far as that, um, you know, as a whole with the record, you will obviously think Tank would have won that, right? I mean, I'm not the only one, but a lot of people thought, right? But again, man, this was the first fight where Tank actually, not even say the first few, me like I said, that Edwards was decent. Ryan was a decent, but Ryan really wasn't. I mean, he was not really supposed to be in that weight class. Leo was pretty good. Barrios was not a bad fighter at that time. He was undefeated. It pretty long. Like he had a lot of things that Tank had to adjust to, which. But again, like as you can see, like these fights that he had, it's like he's showing cheeks in his armor, and it's like you kind of mess up the investment. Now it's like he got to draw. Now he got to have a rematch. He's trying to get a big money fight. That's halted, and they going through legal stuff and whatnot. And it's like, man, it's like I feel like if only he would have prepared himself and his team and his people who was matchmaking, as you can see at court, stuff like that. Like if he would have had went through what he was supposed to went through early on, I think he wouldn't have no any close fights because he would already know how to deal with it later on. And let's go to another fighter who matchmaking is, I feel like it's not, it hinders him in Boots. Now, Boots, oh my goodness, I mean, this guy got a whole bunch of fights against people that, I mean, clearly, it's like, these are showcase fights. These are what I be showcase fights. Is like fights just to make you look good in, right? All these showcase fights, you know, knocking dudes off, etc., etc. Then he has a tough fight with Karen the first time, knocks out Vila, Abadiji knocks him out. Then has like a tough fight with Karen the second time, and then yeah, obviously what a UD. But as you look, it's like as the pattern when as you can see, is these dudes are having fights, um, hard like pretty much they're basically having struggles when they shouldn't, when they're already like, 20, 30 fights in their career, because again their matchmaking is bad. Due to the fact they just fighting people like, come on now, like why are you fighting these dudes early on? Like you should have been fighting people that had similar records as you at the time, people who had similar amateur experience at the time, to where like when you fought these guys, like Lippy Ness, even though again you still got them by the way, but guys like Kieran, like you could have stopped him first time. Would it be no second fight? Did the same thing you did with Vila, Avedisian, and kept it moving. And honestly, shit, you probably could have got a, if you would, I would say shit, you probably would have been ready for a bud. If again, I feel like you had actually tougher fight in really opposition early on, but you don't. And yeah, man, I just think these fighters. So it's another one, another popular guy, my boy Abdullah out of Cleveland. Um, as you can see, um, honestly, out of all the people I showed, his probably early fights, he probably had more better opposition as far as record rise and whatnot than the Boots and the Tanks, right? But as you can see though, he's knocking all these dudes down, bop 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 bop. Then as he goes up, he has a fight where he got dropped for the first time, twice. Uh, and then after that, he just started, still wrecking ball of people. There's one fight too. I think it's the Rebular where he had like a bloody nose in this fight. Yeah, I think it was that fight. Um, but yeah, man. So he actually had a few tough fights early on. But I reason why I bring him up is because I feel like even with him having all these fights, And it's like, man, look at his record. In 19, 17, you would think, man, like there's no way he can lose. But once he start fighting people like this Sam Noakes guy, you look at his record, he could do a toughest fight. He got all the stars that they rate Boss Rec. But I don't. From what I haven't studied him, but I don't think he will be. But anyway, I'm just saying, like you see how Abdullah literally, um, it's like he got all these fights, and it would look crazy, wouldn't it, for him to say lose to not a guy like this, kind of. If he say it depends on the way. But say you lose to a guy who we really don't know much. Like us, like the, let's use him for example. Let's use Sam Stokes. He loses to this guy like this, for example, and it's like, wow, bro, like you had all these knockouts, you had more fights to do. How? How did you lose? Like, what? It's like dumbfounded. Well, it's like I said, go back to what I said about, hey, man, I feel like people are not taking fights that they should be tougher fights early on. Um, and the reason why I say that, I feel like it makes sense and it works, and because again, you don't have to um worry about going through really much adversity because you already equipped, you already knew how to adapt. Your team had to adjust. It really kind of in real time make changes, like, and it really show how really equipped y'all are. Oh shit, that shit did. That shit did. Oh, okay, my bad, my bad, my bad. Okay, my bad, my bad. All right, we still going. But yeah. So uh, I just want to make a video. Um, but yeah, man. I just feel like personally, man. A lot of these boxing promoters, and matchmakers, like let's see, let's go to another matchmaker. Golden boy. I think his name is Chico. Yeah, Roberto Diaz. This guy, he's a matchmaker. Uh, yeah, man. A lot of these, yeah, forget that. Uh, let's see who is a Matchroom is their matchmaker. Tom Dallas. Okay. So yeah, man. I think the problem with these matchmakers, these guys, and a lot of times you see people like looking crazy early on. I mean, later on in their fights. Oh shoot. Let's talk about the Errol Spence of the world. I ended with this. And I don't care who come on here and, oh, why you breaking this guy up into the pit? Hey, you can go cry in your car. You free to comment and explain your uh emotional whatever. But hey, let's talk about it. So as you can see, Errol Spence, he's been he as you see earlier, he's just walking through all. Look at this. That's what I'm saying. Like easy fights early on, no tough fights really. Walking through everybody down there. Boom, 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 boom. He's a perfect example. Then as he started to have tougher fights against say the Brooks, the Lamont, he stopped him. Campo, he got him out of there quickly. He started to step up competition. Mikey, he beat him in your knee. Then he had a close fight with Porter, even though he did win that statistically. Then he had the Danny, the Ugas, and Crawfords. As you can see, once he fought somebody that was, I would say, equally had enough experience as him, I mean, was way more skillful, not just a skill, way more skillful, he gets stopped in the ninth round. And I mean, you look at his record, you look at what he accomplished. Do they show? I wish they show like, I wish Box Rep kind of like Anyway, man. He's what 3 division champion, right? Stuff like that. I think I go to guys. That's all about. Oh no, no. Let's do the pro. Yeah, you see basically though what he accomplished and how he just got utterly destroyed. And if you really look at it, it kind of looked from the outside like, damn, was he really that good? Um, and to be quite frankly, due to how he was made and match made and the fights he had, not really, you know, because honestly, besides his amateur experience, the guy wasn't fighting no, you know, tough fights early on. You see, he was fighting dudes upside down records and double digit losses. You got some fights where you got well, yeah, the loss and stuff like that. But as you can see, like these dudes, like um, ain't really probably accomplished much. I'm pretty sure if I look like the Larte guy, I'm trying to like if you, I wish I could go there. I should have used Wikipedia. Oh shoot. Okay. Um. Yeah, man. Like he ain't really accomplished much, man. Prior to fighting Arrow, let me go to before Arrow. Let's see what he done. But ultimately though, it doesn't matter. My point is, man. Um. Um. Matchmaking, boxing got to change. Um. Fighters got to start fighting. Fights where you know that actually are getting tested early on, so they can be well equipped and battle tested for the later career, and don't get like they're a bust or they're kind of like was a smoke screen, because they lose to a guy so badly later in their career, and it's like, well, shit. Probably should have looked at your team like, damn, I should have fought guys like this and a dude like this, you know, a while ago, or caught him early on. But yeah, let me know y'all thoughts, man. Let me know what y'all think. I just kind of want to get this video here. It was some on my mind. Just anyway, bye. So here, comment, like, share, subscribe. Peace.